Guys, if you are looking for OP melee setup which is completely broken, you found it. Actually, we will not use any melee weapons today, only our fists, and unfortunately this game is a little bit inconsistent and a lot of card doesn't work here as intended, but we gonna of course take advantage of everything, and I think you should create melee setup or fist setup immediately, because when some cards will kick in, this build will be absolutely goddamn meta. So welcome to Insanity. Hello my beautiful and amazing people, Uncle Butcher in the building as usual, covering basically Back 4 Blood game daily. If you're new here, hey bastard, welcome to the family. Hit that like, smash the sub or leave a hateful comment, it truly depends on your preference. So with that boring intro out the way, so let's get into it. And today I have for you something really special, but at the same time pretty goddamn broken. Guys, of course I'm talking about melee setup aka fist build, because by hitting those weak points you will receive stumble damage, and stumble damage right now is OP. Unfortunately this game is really inconsistent. What I mean by that, this game will not count your fist kills as a melee kills, but it will count your fist damage as melee damage or melee hits. Yeah, you heard me right. It will not give you any buffs by killing enemies, but you can receive all the buffs from your cards by hitting enemies. So unfortunately this game is a little bit broken, but once it will be fixed, melee setup will be OP with the stumble damage, because oh my goodness, you can stumble those zombies with mutations, and that's fresh breath of air at nightmare difficulty. So right now, unfortunately, we have to build our deck without any health on kill cards. But my first card, or I shall say the main card in this deck, is Heavy Hitter. It will provide you with stumble damage. 20% additional stumble damage will make zombies fly around, and of course you have to hit in those weak points to stumble zombies, but your fists can do ridiculous damage. Just check this footage, man. Fist meta is coming, if of course all the cards will be fixed, because other than that I don't know who can touch you. You can build up your deck right now with extra resistance, and I did that right now because, like I said, this game will not count your fist kills as a melee kills. It will count melee hits as a fist hits, so you can hit and get all the buffs from melee hitting cards. It's pretty easy to understand. Maybe my English is not so perfect, but I think you got the point. So with all being said, your second card should be hyper focused, because it will give you that weak point damage, and this card will provide you by far with the best weak point damage, and you don't need that ADS move speed. You will not use your weapons. We're gonna melee everybody with our fists. That leads us to our third card, Berserker. We have extra melee damage, move speed, really nice cards, and that works, and you can stack it. Of course, next card is METH for speed and efficiency reasons. Again, this game will count your fist attacks as melee attacks, but it will not give you anything back if you're gonna kill somebody with the fist. I believe, again, it's like broken mechanic, and the game eventually will be fixed. And when it will be fixed, trust me, nobody will use any melee weapons or other weapons at all, because actually you will be able to finish this game by your knuckles, and that's pretty goddamn awesome. It looks so amazing when you can melee everybody in the heads with your fists. but you need stamina to be really effective. And fifth card is adrenaline fueled. Of course, stamina is really handy, although your melee will not take huge amount of stamina away, but if you want to run around like a freak, you need stamina and stamina regen as well, so you need to balance those things. You can of course melee everybody and be in one spot and wait that all the zombies or mobs will come for you, but if you want to rush or maybe do some objectives and be in front of your group, you need that sprinting ability, and you need of course regen. Stamina regen is really important in the game, just like trauma resistance. But my sixth card is Brazen, again for melee efficiency. Seventh card is Natural Sprinter for stamina regen, and that will balance our adrenaline fueled card, where we are losing that stamina regen. We are getting huge amount of stamina, but regen is really necessary, because at some point you will run out of your stamina, and if the shit will hit the fan, that could be a game over, especially on nightmare difficulty. Eighth one is motorcycle helmet for resistance reasons. Like I said, you can build up resistance since you can't use cards which will give you health back on kill. Those will not work with your fists. Like I said, game is kind of tricky actually. By hitting zombies with mutations, you will get temporary health back, but again, with kills you will not get anything back. Ninth card is Ignore the Pain. Like I said, extra damage against mutations, and with this card you will get health back, temporary health back. 10th card is True Grit. Of course, really handy card on nightmare difficulty. By losing 15 health you will get 8 health back. It's like you're getting health back like with regen, and even common zombies can hit you hard on nightmare difficulty, and since we can't heal ourselves effectively, this will help or save our ass, and again, just take resistance. And that leads us to Sunder, card, which is really nice in team play. By hitting somebody with melee, in this case with our fist, that enemy will receive 20% damage from all sources, so our teammates will deal on that enemy 20% more damage, and that's really handy against zombies with mutations, with tall boys, and yeah, you can stun them and your teammates can deal more damage at those weak points, so take advantage of this card as well. It's really handy card on latest levels, but again, you can play with this deck and switch cards as you wish. It depends on your playstyle. So yeah, next one is Body Armor, again for resistance and extra health. Durable, again resistance, pretty simple card. Butter Up, melee damage, and the Cold Brew Coffee for stamina regen. Like I said, stamina regen is really handy, and once all the cards will work, you can switch some cards for health back on kill. Unfortunately, it's not the way it is right now, but hey, be ready because this meta is coming. At one point, it will be super strong. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.